So I always try and open up a meditation as if we're total beginners with no experience whatsoever. So anyone who's going to be here with us, watching, listening, even if they have no experience whatsoever, they can do it with us. Beseder? Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right. So, first things first is how we sit. Generally, I like to have our eyes closed, sit with our back straight, our legs on the ground, our hands and our arms can kind of rest softly and relax on our legs and our thighs. And we want to inspire in our bodies, through our posture, a sense of relaxation together with confidence. Structure, but not tightness. Balance, but not stress. And already through this, through our posture, we already can start to inspire through our bodies these feelings. And I'm going to ask for us to take 3 deep breaths together. And I'm going to ask myself, you, Danny, and anyone here with us, this question. How can we stay optimistic even through tough times? And I'm going to invite us to breathe this into our meditation, even in the sense of maybe stress, of maybe tightness in our bodies, in our minds, in our spirit. Even if our personal life or external lives are riddled with difficulty and struggle, to breathe into our bodies softness, calmness, relaxation, looseness. And to remind ourselves that even if things are difficult and there's struggle, it doesn't help me to make it worse by tensing up, by stressing myself out, by worrying all the time, by giving my power and energy away. And let's breathe that in for a moment. 3 deep breaths. Now, I've been taught something called the 80-20 rule, that I focus 80% of my energy to what's working, to my strengths, to the areas in my life that are working well, to the things that I have in my life that I'm grateful for. And 20% to maybe the things that aren't working, to the areas that I have weakness in, that I'm struggling in. And this doesn't mean to beat myself up. It means to focus that part of my energy towards looking at this area of my life, thinking of how to maybe find solution, to invite compassion and acceptance. And I'm going to ask myself and you, Danny, and anyone with us to imagine what life would feel like and look like if we lived the 80-20 rule. If I didn't ignore those areas in my life that maybe aren't working out, that maybe I need to make a change in, I don't ignore it, but I proactively decide to only focus a certain amount of energy towards it. And then the rest of my time and energy is spent focused on the 80%, on what is working, on my strengths, on developing myself, on loving myself, and on strengthening that which is working, and on being grateful for that which is working and which is good in my life. How would I feel if I lived this way? How would this affect me, my mind, my thoughts, my energy, my body, my spirit? Let's take a few deep breaths from this place. And before we come to a finish for our meditation today, let us manifest. Let us think of one area in our lives that is really working, that we're excelling in, that we feel good about, that we can say to ourselves, hey, you're cool, you're doing great, you're the man in this thing. And let's take that thing and let's say thank you to ourselves for it. Let's say thank you to the universe, to God, to those that inspire us and help us excel in this area. And let us manifest and almost put our focus on, in this area, we're going to practice the 80-20. We're going to practice shifting our focus in this area towards propping ourselves up, building our confidence, growth, and only 20% on, okay, maybe I need to change this, maybe I need to change that. But having the bulk of our energies be on propelling ourselves forward in this area. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, And then I'm going to count to 3 and we'll come back. One, 2, 3. We're back.